Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. Nice to see you again. I enjoyed a break. I especially enjoyed the fact that Art and Lance were here last week, and it was a wonderful time. The only thing bad about it, it was too short. You know, that's the way it is, right? But we did have a fantastic time. And Sunday, I didn't preach. We had a guest speaker named Peter Bolland, who's a professor at Southwestern College, teaches world religions and philosophy. And he's a popular speaker around town. And I follow him now on Facebook, and he shares his wisdom so generously. And there was something he wrote last week that I read that I thought I want to share a pared down version of it. And he said of himself, I'm a sort of a traveling preacher, and I guest speak in a lot of liberal, progressive churches and spiritual centers. And every single church I walk into has the same message, either painted on the wall, printed front and center on the service bulletin or website. All are welcome here. No matter who you are loved, and you're welcome here. And it's a beautiful, affirmative, inclusive, loving manifesto, and it always comes from a very genuine and authentic place. But it isn't enough. Because telling the stranger that they're welcome only goes so far. Verbal pronouncements are a great place to start, but it would be also very worthwhile to assess the dozens of nonverbal ways a different message is being sent. And now it gets complicated, because most of these factors are a thing you don't have much control over. But he asks, is your community safe for non-believers? Is your community safe for people of color? Or does the mass of overwhelmingly white bodies send its own kind of exclusionary message? Is your community a place where young people might gather? Or is it dominated by sexagenarians, septuagenarians, and octogenarians who, through no fault of their own, have grown old? Is your music so uniformly of a single genre that it favors thin segments of our panoramic multiculture while marginalizing, minimizing, and silencing others? And then it hits you. Maybe the purpose of spiritual community isn't to create an hour-long event that checks every imaginable box of human creativity, culture, and need. Maybe our churches, mosques, synagogues are supposed to be, quote, exclusionary. That is, specific to the needs of specific segments of human community. It'll drive you crazy trying to please everyone all the time, and you'll end up with a product that pleases no one. So while it may be laudable to help the stranger understand that of course they are welcome to join in whatever we're doing, it must also be understood that a welcoming spirit alone does not erase the specific cultural identity of that community, which by its very nature differentiates itself from the given culture of the stranger standing on the threshold looking in. And that's okay. So to all my friends who run churches and spiritual centers, keep sending the message loud and clear that all are welcome here, because it's true and it's loving, and it does lower the barrier for some, but don't think that's going to bring in rafts of people of color or LGBTQIA+, or agnostics or atheists or young people. And that's just, wow, that just is, wow, right? What is the purpose of our communities and who we are? Can we fault ourselves for being who we are? We can be more open and offer more opportunity and provide a more diverse expression of worship. But he asked some really good questions. And it dawned on me that another message we could offer is, and maybe this is just as bad or just as full of issues as the other, is to say there is a place here for you. Because it also means we have to ask of ourselves, are we making space for this individual and these groups of people and this community, that we might be a broader, richer community, diverse in the eyes of our community as well as in the eyes of God. There is a place here for you. If that is still a challenge, why don't you respond back in the replies? Thanks, and have a grateful day. And thank you, Peter Bolland. Bye.